everybody.
Today, Corrine, what are we going to do? What's today?
Science!
Science Day. Do you love science?
Yes.
Science awesome, right?
Yes.
All right. Now, what do we have here? What is this?
This is a science thing.
It's a science thing? A
We
science
have one
kit?
and two and four.
Well, let's talk about all the things that's in
Yeah.
our science kit. Now, we got this kit from 5 and Below, and it includes everything we need to be able to do our science lab. This is a 10-in-1 science lab for the kitchen. It's called a 10-in-1 lab kitchen science kit. It includes a sticker sheet,
Sticker teeth?
2 black cards,
Different dots?
2 test tubes with a lid, 4
We have
connecting wires.
gloves.
Yeah, they do have gloves in there.
We have 2 gloves.
Yeah, 2 gloves for your 2 hands.
And you don't need gloves.
Oh, Daddy's gonna wear gloves too.
Wow.
1 screw. Because we have to be safe. Even when we're doing science, it's always safety first, right? Can you say that for me?
Safety.
Safety first, that's right. All right, we also have 2 droppers, 2 wooden sticks, 1 class 1 LED light, ooh, a light bulb, 2 small measuring cups, 1 small measuring cup lid,
Oh.
3 pipe cleaners, 2 zinc plates,
Oh.
1 paper clip,
Oh.
1 plastic straw,
Oh.
1 paintbrush,
Oh.
1 pair of gloves, see there's your gloves,
Oh.
1 large measuring cup,
Oh.
1 piece of yarn,
Oh.
1 test tube rack,
Oh.
1 set of goggles.
Oh.
Goggles, where do they go?
They don't want your eyes. That doesn't hurt mine.
No, it won't hurt your eyes. That's to protect your eyes. Because remember, safety first.
Okay.
1.
Do you need goggles?
Yeah, I got my safety glasses too, boo.
Where they
Well, we're going to put them on in a little bit.
at? Okay.
1 tincture of iodine, 2 food coloring, and instructions for everything. Now, we're going to modify this kit a little bit because we're also going to add, what are we going to add? Do you know?
What?
Ooh, we're going to add something called baking soda, and we're also going to add vinegar. We'll explain later. I know, right? Whoa. All right, we have our science kit. We're going to go ahead and open it up now. Here, let's see. There we go. There you go.
See that? I can open it.
Yes, you can, smart girl. Okay, dump everything out. Okay, just go ahead and dump it out. So, Corrine, look at all the cool things that came in your science kit. And we got this for $5 at 5 Below. Isn't it so cool? Wow. These are your electrical connectors, just your connector wires. We can do some cool experiments. Like on the box it says that we can do an LED lemon light. We can make a light bulb out of this. Isn't that cool? Give me a high five. Awesome. All right, so these are all the cool things that we got in our $5 kit from 5 Below. What are those you have?
Well, I don't wear them right now.
You can wear them right now. We also have our safety goggles too.
Yes.
And these are some pretty good safety goggles, Boo Boo. Awesome.
I don't. Oh.
All right, let's put your gloves on, safety girl. Now, one thing is this kit is actually for children that are between the ages of 8 and up. Now, Corrine, how old are you?
4.
Let me see. Show me the number. You're 4? Well, you're a really smart 4-year-old. So, along with adult supervision, we're going to go ahead and do our experiments anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're a smart girl, right?
I want to make this.
What you want to make?
Rainbow juice.
Rainbow juice?
I'm not going to drink it.
Ooh, no, we can't drink it. But yeah, we can make some rainbow juice. That'll be awesome, huh?
I'm not going to drink it.
Yeah, don't drink it. Baking soda is a base. As far as the level of acid inside of baking soda, it is very, very low. It's past neutral. What would be a neutral chemical will be like your absolute being water. Water is neutral. It doesn't have any acid in it, nor base. It's very low on the scale of acidity.
We can't drink it?
No, we can't.
I'm not going to drink it.
Vinegar, let's see, vinegar is actually an acid. So it's very high on the acidity level. And when we mix those two together, they try to neutralize each other. They try to balance each other out. We're all set up for our first experiment, Corrine. But what do we have on? What are these things we're wearing?
Gloves.
Gloves, and what else? What is this?
These are detecting things. Don't know things to not get on your eyes.
What are they called? Goggles?
Goggles.
That's right. So we want to make sure we're being safe. We're making sure we're wearing safety glasses or goggles and gloves. All right, and we got this cool sticker here. This sticker says that Corrine is a space journey explorer, 2030. So in 2030, didn't you say you wanted to go to space? This is your space sticker. Is that cool? All right.
Whoa, I didn't know this.
All right, so
You have one cup?
we do have one cup. This is a measuring cup here. It's a plastic measuring cup. And we have two test tubes. Do you want to hold them?
Yes, I don't know one.
Okay. Now, the test tubes, don't shake them up yet. We're not finished. We're not starting our experiment. We have one test tube here that has vinegar in it, white vinegar. And then our second, thank you, helper. Our second test tube has baking soda in it. Now, before we begin our experiment, we have to go through the scientific method. Have you ever heard of the scientific method?
No.
The scientific method is so cool. It's a process scientists use to learn new things.
I was watching the science show.
You were? What were they doing on the science show? Did they use the scientific method?
They were using it.
They were using it. That is so
They
cool.
were using a lot of stuff to build this stuff.
Oh, to do this stuff and make experiments, right?
Yes.
So,
They need a lot of pyramids.
well, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so the first part of the scientific method is we have to ask a question.
Okay.
All right, so what's the question we're going to ask? Or are we going to ask? Think about it. What do you want to know?
I don't know it.
I wonder what happens when we take white vinegar, which is an acid, and mix it to a base called baking soda. Do you think that's a good question? If you take and mix these together, what will happen?
I don't know.
We don't know, right? So that's a good question to ask. All right, the next part of the scientific method is we have to form a hypothesis. Can you say that word?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay, we'll try that word.
I need to sit down and say that.
You need to get 5 so that you can say that?
Yes, 5 years old.
Okay. All right. Well, 4-year-old, the word hypothesis means that we're going to try to make a guess. Can you make a guess? What do you think is going to happen when we mix these two together?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think we're going to have what's called a chemical reaction. Can you say that?
Not yet.
Chemical reaction. Try for me.
Chemical reaction.
Oh, awesome. High five.
That?
Yes, you just said that.
Yes.
So we want to know what's going to happen when we mix these two different elements together. That's our question. What's going to happen? Our hypothesis is we think there's going to be a chemical reaction, right?
I wanted to make you like a rainbow juice.
Like a rainbow juice. We'll make rainbow juice too.
I know.
Because when we do this experiment a second time, we're going to definitely make some rainbow juice out of this, okay? All right.
Now the ticker.
Now, the third step of the scientific method, guess what? It's our experiment. So are you ready to do the experiment?
Yes.
Okay. So for this experiment, what I want you to do using your gloves, I want you to take the blue top off, but be gentle. Hold the tube up, and then pour the baking soda into our cup. Tap the bottom, make sure you get all of that out. Fantastic. All right, put the top back on. Let Daddy help. There, like that. See? I'm pushing it down. One more time. Got it? All right. Now we have our second test tube. Now remember, hold the test tube up and slow. There you go. Top out and slowly pour it in. What's happening? What's happening, Corrine? What's happening? Is something happening? Let's mix it up. What happened in our experiment?
Look at that.
Look at that. Well, tell all your friends what happened.
This.
Leave it there on the table and just explain. Can you explain your own words? What happened? What did you see?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. We saw bubbles happen. What color were those bubbles?
White.
White bubbles. So when you put the vinegar in the baking soda, you saw white bubbles.
Yes.
So is that a chemical reaction? High five. So you know what that means? That means that our hypothesis, our guess, was right. We were right. We were right. We were right. We were right. Awesome.
Awesome.
Isn't that a cool experiment?
Yes.
And so with the scientific method, after we do our experiment, there's a next step of the scientific method. It's called observe and record. So we saw what happened. Typically in science, we would take and write a notebook and write down what we saw happen. What happened again?
White bubbles in it.
We saw white bubbles in it. Yes. So now we need to do the fifth step of the scientific method, and that means to draw a conclusion. Do you know what that means? Let me fix your goggles here.
Why?
Yeah, they look like they were hurting your eye. So we need to draw a conclusion.
You're not hurting my eyes.
Good. So we need to draw a conclusion. And that means we take our question and our hypothesis and we say, if this happened and this must be true, right? So if you take baking soda and mix it with vinegar, you get a chemical reaction.
Yes.
So our conclusion is that the two chemically react to each other. All right, so the last and final step of the scientific method is you have to share your findings. So you have to tell people, you have to share with people what you found out.
Yes.
So who are you going to share your findings with?
Daddy.
And how about who else?
Mommy.
All right, you share them with your community. Who would you share your findings with?
Baby boy and mommy and my daddy.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so for fun, we're going to do the experiment one more time, and we're going to add something different to it now. This is called a variable. So we're going to do the experiment again. Now, once again, what do you think is going to happen when we mix these two chemicals? Speak up.
I don't know what.
What do you think is going to happen? What happened last time?
What happened like bubbles?
Yeah, you had white bubbles? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in our baking powder into our cup. Tap it all out. All right. Good job. Now we're going to mix in a secret ingredient. Ooh. Are you ready for the secret ingredient?
Yes.
Go ahead and mix that in. Make sure you get it all in the cup.
Oh no.
That's okay.
We can wash our cups.
Yep. All right. Turn your cup. There you go. All right. Now your final ingredient. There you go. Go ahead and pour. Pour it in. Whoa, what's happening?
Red bubble done.
You see that?
Red bubble done.
Red bubbles coming.
I didn't touch them.
Yeah, go ahead and touch it.
Whoa, these are so cool.
It's so cool, isn't it?
I love these ones.
Alright, so Corrine, what did we learn?
We learned about science.
You learned about science?
Yes.
The scientific method? Was it fun?
Yes.
Did you do 2 experiments? Did you like them? Give me a high five. Alright, since you did 2 science experiments, you get the Space Journey Explorer sticker. Go ahead and put your sticker on.
Okay.
Awesome. Show your friends.
I need to put it on my room.
You can put it in your room later. High five. Alright. So,
What is this on yet?
that's just the rest of the sticker.
Okay, we can peel it off.
Yep. So, the 10-in-1 Lab Kitchen Science Kit. Did you like it, Corrine? Was science fun? Why don't you look at the camera and say all that?
Science is fun.
Awesome. Alright, tell everybody bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You know what? Do you think they should like and subscribe?
Yes, like and subscribe.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.